Well, happy Friday! Thanks for joining me tonight. It is Finish It Friday, which is the first Friday of the month. Finish It Friday is when we take out a project that's not our main project, something that's been sitting around, and we spend an hour of time on that. So we are kind of working on a recent project today. We are stitching up the Tyranno embroidery kit, except we now have a free pattern that comes with the Tyranno embroidery kit, and that is the Tyranno Dress Up pattern. And with this, you can put different shoes, different coats, different hats on your little Tyranno. There's even a little mask. So we have dressed up our Tyranno already. This will be the third hour that we are working on it, and we have a cute little hat, and tonight I want to get his little poofy coat done. So thanks for joining me here tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. All right, you guys. So like I said, we are continuing on the Tyranno Dress Up embroidery tonight. I think this will be nice and relaxing, and he's just so cute. This is going to be fun. All right. Thanks for joining me, everyone. All right. Hopefully, I'm just checking out. Hopefully, you guys can see okay on YouTube. It looks like there's maybe something going on, but hopefully we're fine. So, all right, let's shimmy sham down here. All right, so here is our cute little feller so far. We have his little cute little hat and his face done. And next up is his little coat. So if we look at the Tyranno dress up again, so here's the Tyranno. We got some ideas of how to dress him up around there. And here are some of like the little hats you can put on him. There's little gray lines so you know where to line it up on the Tyranno. But here we go. Here's his little coat there, his little poofer, puffy coat. We talked about last time about making it like a blue, and I think I like that idea a lot. So I have my little bin here of scrap floss. So this is just my little zipper pouch. This is from So Sweetness, a pattern from So Sweetness, and it's where I keep all of my excess floss, my scrap floss. I also keep some pom-pom winders in here because I do actually make pom-poms out of excess floss. Kind of like here's one of them. So I do like making these for gifts and stuff. So it's nice having just my bin here of excess. But just sitting right on the top here is kind of the color I was thinking. So this is the scuba dive color from Penguin and Fish, and I think that'll be perfect for this poofy coat, because in my head, like, these poofy coats are they're like that black color, but now they come in like some really fun colors. So this kind of is dark still, but still a fun color. So let's use this. All right, and I'm using 3 strands of floss. This is 6-strand embroidery floss. I'm going to use a blue scissors today, too. All right, let's get 3 strands out of here. So I'm going to pull them one at a time. Oh, Pam says that she just got her Tyranno pattern today. Yay! Okay, for sure, share how you dress up your little dinosaur. I can't wait to see them. Oops, grab 2 threads there instead. You can only grab one at a time. And you know what? Let's get the thread conditioner out again. That's just fun to use. Oh, and you know what? The other thing I'm going to get out, let's get our little needle minder out. That was kind of fun to use, and I actually don't have a needle out here yet. I keep a few spares in the top of my bin here, so I'm just going to grab one of those, and we can just stick it on that needle minder. The needle minder is basically 2 magnets, and it can go on either side of your fabric, and it holds your needle when you are not using it. And usually I just put it on the table and then it's gone somewhere, and that's scary. All right. Oh, Jill says, LOL, Alyssa, I have a puffy coat out of that same color and love that color. Oh, perfect. Oh, good. This super nice bright blue. That's funny. Well, then it's the perfect color for tonight. All right, so I'm just putting those 3 strands back together. Just running my hand through there. And for funsies, we're going to use the thread conditioner, mostly because it smells good, but in theory it will kind of hold my threads together a little bit more. It kind of coats the thread kind of with some wax, basically, and just in theory makes it a bit stronger and doesn't have as much friction going through the fabric, but mostly I like it because it smells really yummy. All right, let's get into the hoop. Then we will be set. So I'll show you what this looks like. It's a little funny, but I'll remind you guys why. So we can kind of see, let's get it in here first and we'll talk about it. But you can see kind of I don't know if you guys, how well you can see this light blue line. So we actually traced this with a water erasable like marking pen, a water erasable marker. And so we actually traced from the actual kit. So this is a freebie pattern that comes with the kit, but the pattern is just like his clothes. The kit actually has there's the Iron Me version. There's a traceable one in there. Oh, here it is. So we actually traced this guy, like his full body, everything. We traced that onto our fabric first, and then we matched up his coat and everything on top of that. So you can see the lines from the actual dinosaur in there too. I won't be stitching those, so I'm just going to stitch around the bomber, or not the bomber jacket, the poofy coat, and I just have to be aware not to stitch any of those body lines that are underneath them. You could actually also trace it all onto that stick and stitch stabilizer, then stick it all on like stickers. That would be kind of fun too. I'm like, I already lost my needle, but it's on the needle minder here. So the fun thing about the needle minder is, let's put them right up here. So there's 2 magnetic sides here. So I'm going to put the cute one up here, and then you just plop the other magnet on the back, and it just sits there while you stitch. And you know, whenever you're not using it, you just throw your needle at it, and you won't lose your needle. All right, that's the idea. Okay, so I'm mapping out my where I want to start here. So I always kind of like having a map. So in theory, I like weaving into stitches that I already have, and then we'll stitch after. I think maybe I want to stitch these poofs. Maybe I want to stitch the whole outline. Do I want to do that? Stitch the whole outline. Then I could come back up and do this line, come back down this way, do the arm, then get the rest of this side. Okay, I think that's a plan. I'm going to start with the outline and work my way back up. So I'm going to start by weaving into these ends right up there. We have a nice background here without any knots because we are weaving in those ends. I like going back and forth 3 times. Ugh, I can already tell that this blue is going to be the perfect color for this coat. Ugh, good suggestion. There we go. All right, let's get started. So I'm just using the back stitch for all of this, basically, for all of the outline of the coat. We have used a couple other stitches here so far. We got that turkey work stitch. That turned out so freaking cute. And then we have a chain stitch that we used. But all in all, I'm going to use my trusty back stitch. Speaking of New South Wales, Noeline and Jennifer, I don't know if you guys got the email today, and I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but we have a plan for the Koala quilt auction. We are getting that together. So the Koala quilt auction, and again, if you guys are new here, in January, with all like the horrible Australian wildfires this year in January, we did a little koala fundraiser, and what that basically was is if you order the koala pattern, like we have a koala embroidery pattern, and we made a bundle of supplies for it too. If you do that, we will donate that to this group called Australians for Animals, who were helping some of the smaller shelters that weren't getting like the mass amounts of money that some of the other big fundraising places were getting. So that's awesome. So anyway, all the proceeds from that went to them, and we had a stitch along, and a ton of you guys came and stitched the koala, and then mailed them to me, and my mom and I stitched them all into a quilt. So we have, I think, a little over 100 koalas in there by at least over 90 different people from all over the world, and we are going to auction off that quilt and donate the proceeds of that as well. So that will be happening like 2 weeks from now. So starting, the auction's going to start on the 16th, and it's going to go through the 23rd. And we'll have a couple other cute, fun things, like if hopefully we can raise a lot of money for this quilt, but, if you don't want to spend money on the, bidding on the quilt, we'll have a few other items for sale that, like the pattern, that will donate the proceeds of that as well. So there is a website for it now. It is penguinandfish.com and then /koala-quilt. It's right on the homepage. So if you go to penguinandfish.com, there's a tab on the top for it, and the banner should pop up. That'll get you to it. I just updated it literally before I came on here. So if you looked at it already this morning, there is a lot more on there. Right now. And that's how it's going to be. So Jennifer, it's not going to be a raffle, because there's a pile of laws in the U.S. where I can't have it be a raffle, which is kind of what I want. I wish I could have just done a raffle where everyone can buy tickets for it. But it's going to be an auction, so it's going to be, to the highest bidder. So it might even be nice for like a quilt group to go together in on it or something, or one person just gets it or whatever. So it's going to be at like a highest bidder sort of thing, and I will ship it wherever. So yes, I don't think shipping will be included. I'm going to figure all that. I'll have all those details coming up and stuff, but I will definitely ship it to whoever wants it, even if they're overseas. So we have the start of it going. There's a little bit of information up on that Koala Quilt website, and there's definitely more to come. And we'll be having a lot of emails over the next week, or the next 2 weeks about it. And speaking of, I have that label actually right here. So this is the label for the quilt. During the time where the auction is, so starting on the 16th, I'm going to actually finish this label, because we do have an extra koala embroidery that will go up on the top here. And then we'll make this label, and we will stitch it onto the back of the quilt. So technically it is not complete yet, the quilt. On the label it says quilt completed in November, and it will be. So we are going to actually finish it during the time that the auction is going on. So on the 16th, which is 2 Mondays from now, that's when the auction will start, and it'll run for a week. And when it starts that evening, while we're here, I will start working on this label, and we might even do another fun little project when we get this label done. I'm excited for that as well. But yeah, so it's happening finally, you guys. I think it's funny that the quilt's not actually done yet, but we're going to get this label on, and that'll be part of the fun, finishing up the quilt. Oh, fun! Just gave some kits to a friend. But yeah, there's going to be some more fun ways. So yeah, so if you can't bid on the quilt, we'll have a few other fun things as well on the site. All right, I think I'm going to go all the way back this way, and I think I'm going to actually probably run out of floss before I get over there. Nah, I'm not going to run out. I'll be fine. I might even get here and there. So this is a water-soluble marker, so all these extra lines that I'm not going to stitch from the dinosaur body, that should wash off. I did post the video from ages ago when we were working on the koalas, of everyone's koala. Everyone's koala embroidery that they donated. I posted that photo up, or not that photo, that video up on the Koala Quilt website. So if you remember that and want to see your koala again, that's up. We are going to have another video to come, and a bunch more photos coming as well. So it's kind of just, when the auction starts, but there's a little preview of stuff there. Alrighty. It's already looking cute. Okay, so I think I do have enough to maybe do this line. I'm not going to jump right over there because I don't want to see that blue line across. I'm just going to kind of go up through these stitches like that. So I'm kind of going around that arc, and then I'll start up again. Puzzle. But yeah, so with the needle minder, like even while I still have the thread on there, I can just put that there. Like if I want to go get a glass of water or whatever, I can just have it on there like that, just on deck with the thread there, and come back and I'll always know it's right on that needle minder. Definitely want to get some needle minders up in the shop, so we'll work on that for next year for sure. Oh, that blue thread, that was maybe too big of a stitch. This blue thread is lasting longer than I thought. I wonder if we'll be able to get the rest of it with the next piece of it, but I think there's kind of like a lot of detail in here, so I don't know, maybe not. I think we'll keep going until this is totally out. So we got a little bit of, we can get part of his arm in here, I think. It's funny, so this is where I'm kind of paying closer attention, so I'm not stitching on lines that I shouldn't, because his little arm's in this big sleeve, so the sleeve is poofy, but his arm is kind of skinny, so I gotta make sure to stay on the poof. Actually, I think with 2 more stitches, I'm to the cuff of the coat. That might be a good place to stop. Yeah, this will be my last stitch, I think. About to lose the thread. I could probably get one or two, but I think this is a good place. It's looking cute. I actually kind of like that this blue is pretty close to the same like darkness as the green, so it kind of blends in a little bit. But then you realize like it's this poofy coat, and I think that's kind of funny. All right. Get in there, and we have the other blue piece here. This is our second strand of 3. I'm gonna just run it under here again because I like to. It's fun. It smells good. This is that Wisecraft handmade so gloss again. All right. Grab my needle. Oh, I should have just plopped it on. See, I'm not in the habit of using a needle minder. I could have just plopped it on there. I set it on the table again. Bad spot for it. All right. Well, let's just, I'm mapping it out again. So we have the cuff here, then his little arm, a bit of the poofy coat here, some more coat here, and then back up and around. I think we could probably get all that. I think I'm going to start here and go around. Okay, I got it. Another week gone, everyone. It's crazy that it's Friday already. It's crazy that it's November. Oh, what a strange year. It's going to be over soon. I think it's funny how there's all the election ads on like online. I don't know what they're like on TV, but like all the election ads are just completely gone, and they've been replaced with like Target Black Friday ads. It's just like, oh, Black Friday, wow, yep. Just replacing the one with that. Alright, here's his little cuff. It's almost on this other line of the coat here, but not quite. Oop. There we go. So I'm just rotating the piece a little bit just to make it more comfortable for my left hand. My left hand, you can probably see it through here a little bit. I kind of like feeling the stitches as they come through and feeling the needle as it comes through. I find it helpful just if something feels wrong, like if there's a knot or something like that. I was just kind of deciding if this stitch should be the green of his hand or the blue of this coat, and I think we got it just fine. There's a little zipper right here. I'm tempted to make it another color, but I think maybe I should just blend it in. Maybe I should just make it blue. But I was thinking like a red or something, but I don't know if I want to spend time getting a whole nother color out for it. Alright, let's do his little poofy sleeve up here. Again, I'm just getting comfortable with my hand. Ooh, see, now I feel something. See, yep, okay, so that's why it's good to have my left hand there, because it felt odd, like I didn't feel like it went through long enough. I do have a little knot there. I think it looks like I can just pull it out. There we go. Saved by the left hand. Do the zipper orange? Okay. I think that'd be good. Okay, so we have some front poof. So I'll start with what's closest to my needle, but I gotta get like, there's one more bloop in there that I gotta make sure to get. I think I'll do that right now. So I'm just jumping down to get this bloop, and then I'll come back to the bloop above. Yeah, when we're done with his coat here, I'll do the zipper. Maybe that dark orange. I'll do this dark orange, and then I think we'll come back and we'll get his little fingers in, his little hands. Maybe we'll try and get some of the rest of his body done really quick, and then all we'll have left is his ice skates. Tempted to make the ice skates white. This is a pretty off-white, unbleached muslin, so I think the white might pop on it, like, or not be invisible. So it would be kind of fun to do like just white ice skates. Otherwise, I would have just done them black, like a black outline. Oh, I was gonna do the whole collar here, but I'm like, oh, I should not forget this. Not forget this sleeve. So I'm getting his other sleeve, and then we'll get his collar. And we'll be done with his coat. That didn't take long. There's probably a good one session at least worth left on this. Get those ice skates done, and especially if there was that idea to maybe do some more of that turkey work stitch on the ice skates, like putting like a little pom-pom on his ice skates, which I think would be so cute. It'd be cute. So that stitch would take a bit of time too, so at least another session, maybe more if we get fancy. The other option would be like a light, like one of that icy blue for the ice skate. We'd use that icy blue for the blade, although maybe the blade should be like a gray. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead and I should stick to what I'm doing here first. Alright, now I'm going to get the collar. Dang, that's awesome, Linda says. I finished the top of my granny quilt today, the granny square quilt. How to decide on quilting. I think for my quilting, I think I'm going to just do what it shows in the pattern. So that particular pattern had quilting suggestions, and I've never done that before. I've never done like the suggested quilting in the instructions, and sometimes, a lot of times, instructions don't have how to quilt it, but this is originally from a magazine, and I think they like putting quilting instructions in. I'm going to attempt to do that. We'll see. Oh, Carla, are you talking about the granny square quilt or this pattern? The granny square quilt is it's on American Patchwork and Quilting, allpeoplequilt.com, and I have a link to it in the videos for that. This is actually our Tyranno embroidery kit, and when you purchase the kit, this his dress up stuff, the Tyranno dress up things, the line art basically comes as a free pattern now with that. It's new. We just did it. So So here's, you get the Tyranno kit, and then it'll come with this PDF that you can download and print. We have some suggestions. There's like some, here he's dressed up like Christmassy. So this is what it looks like with the black for the ice skates. So we could do the black still. In this one he has a scarf and earmuffs. I went for a hat and the poofy coat for this one. Here's a poofy coat. He's wearing his mask. This guy's gonna play some football. Then we got some summer ones in there too. Got his little hats, and this guy's doing some sunscreen and stuff. And obviously these are just suggestions. What you're actually getting is a variety of shoes and like flip-flops. There is a gray outline so you know how to place it on the Tyranno. And then there's a second sheet too of like hats and sunglasses and mittens, his tiny little mittens, and a tiny football for his tiny hands. But anyway, so it's actually free when you get the Tyranno kit. So that's how that's working. And it should just come right. It's not going to come. It's not going to be an extra email. It will be. It'll be in your receipt for your purchase. Like, so for the kit, when you get the kit, in your email, that receipt, if you scroll down, there'll be a download now button, and that download now button gets you to the pattern, the PDF pattern. But yeah, it's been really fun for me. Like, I wasn't expecting to do this many clothes from. I just thought it would be kind of a fun thing to do. Just throw a little, cute little hat on him. But then as I was designing all these things, it was just so fun that I kept going. I'm like, well, I can't do a hat unless he needs a scarf. And, well, what if he wants to wear a coat or whatever? And so it just kept going. And then it's like, well, now I'm just all winter. And, some of all y'all are in summer. So, or headed that way. So I'm like, I should do some summer too. It's been fun to play around with. Oh, wow, Carla. I hope that's getting all worked out. That's just gotta be the worst. I was actually just talking to John about flooding like that the other day, and yeah, that's rough. I'm glad the insurance has been going well. Ugh. So this is one of our normal kits. This isn't one of the embroidery of the months. So this one won't go away. I'm just kind of checking over his coat, because I do remember I have all these other lines from the body, and I'm just trying to see if I missed anything. Otherwise, I think this is the last stitch, except for the little zipper. Okay, I'm excited to stitch that zipper a different color now. Yeah, I think we got it all there. This is cute. It's looking so cute. Ugh, it does look really fun with that orange, doesn't it? All right. Let's weave in this end, and we'll find a tiny piece of that orange. I'm sure I got a scrap of that in my pile here. This is like my pile from this project so far. I just kind of plopped it all together here. So I'm for the Tyranno itself, I'm using the floss that came in the kit, but for all these extra colors, I'm just digging around with what I have and choosing colors as I go. There, we'll throw the needle there. Get in there, and let's find some orange. I want that dark orange. There we go, plenty. This must be divided into 3 already. Yep, looks that way. Let's put some more thread conditioner on. There we go. Oh man, Jennifer says it's so hot that they got the hose out just to stand under the hose. Phew, yeah. That's toasty sounding. We actually had a gorgeous day here today. It was a bit breezy, but it was in the 70s again today, which is crazy town. I mean, it's November. That's like beautiful, early summer weather right there. So yeah, just we've had a gorgeous, amazing, wonderful, beautiful past couple days. I think we'll have one more tomorrow before it gets into winter again. Ugh. It's just funny that, it had to be like pretty dang good 70s to like mid to high 70s. And, 2 weeks ago we got 6.5+ inches of snow. It's just so silly. Okay, I like this. This is a good move. A tiny little bit of color for the zipper. Ah, it's so cute. There we go. Ah, I like it. Okay, that was quick. Weaving that end, and I think we'll get more of this green. I at least want to get his little hands. It seems weird that those are just floating out there without being stitched. Kind of working our way across this. Usually I, don't do the eyes till later and some other things, but I couldn't just leave an unfinished area, and I'm feeling the same way with his hands here too. I don't want to leave those undone before moving on. Okay, let's get some more of that green. It looks like oh, here's a scrap. That's not nearly long enough. We'll get a normal piece off of here. I get like 24 inches or so. Oh yeah, just it's so small, the little zipper. It is itty bitty bitty. Yeah, people were on Facebook were wondering why they couldn't see the zipper. It's because it's barely there. But pops in that orange. Okay, so his hands are green. It looks like I could do this one, and then kind of weave in the back, and then do this one, and then his legs are this same color green. Oh, and so is this part of his body, but these lines are that light green. So I'll have to go back and do that. But I think I can go here, travel down to here, get this, and then start his other leg. So I think we'll actually get a lot of the body done right away with this green. Again, I'm kind of mapping out where to go next. All right. Just run my hands through that again. Get my yummy smellies. Oh, Robin, send me an email to info@Penguin and Fish. I will email it to you. It's new. That's why. If you already bought the kit a while back, I just put it on there a little while ago. So yeah. So if you've purchased the kit before, let me know. I'll look up the order information and all that to make sure, and then I'll just email it to you. Yeah, so just send me a reminder email at info@penguinandfish. All right, I'm gonna weave in up there. Whoa, I think I'm tying myself into a knot. There we go. Yeah, and anyone else, if you've already purchased the kit or whatever, just email me at info@penguinandfish.com, and I will send you send you the add-on, the dress up pattern. This is making me want to do another one though, like with the dress up. I wanna like see what else he's gonna wear. Cause there's that one with the ice skates that I mean, you don't have to do them like my examples on the front of that page at all. I mean, obviously that's the whole idea. You can dress them up however you want, but it's always fun, I think, with the suggestions. And I like the ice skating one with the little scarf and earmuffs. I kind of want to do a scarf and earmuffs one. But I really, really wanted to do the poofy coat. So, could put the scarf underneath the poofy coat still, I suppose, but he'd just be too warm. I think he's warm enough. Oh, I'm kind of with you. Who mentioned that? Oh, Jill. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. The idea of sometimes mapping it out, and just trying to get that just right, so you don't have to make it like a big leap. Like I don't want to leap from here all the way down to here and stuff. Yeah, I try to avoid all that little bit. At worst, what I do if I have to do a big leap like that, I'll at least go in the backs of other stitches. If possible. Like right now, I don't want to leap from here to there because you might be able to see that thread behind. So all I'm going to do is just kind of go in the backs of these stitches and then come back out kind of near where I need to be there. So I just kind of zigzagged into place. I think I went a little far, but that's okay. We're fine. Other little weird claw finger hands. Okay, I'm really liking that little orange zipper. Sylvia, I am curious about that too. I've not used that adhesive spray, and being indoors is what makes me nervous about it too. Like I don't have a big flat floor to do that on either, or a wall, so I'd almost have to do it outside and then I don't know, bring it in. I don't know. I don't think I can do the spray adhesive here, but I am curious about it. People seem to like it. They seem to be able to do their quilt pretty quick, but I don't know. Alright, almost done with his little hand here, and we'll just make the little jump down to his leg. Yeah, I guess I like coming up with the plan beforehand too, for at least roughly how I'm going to map out how to get to where I'm going. Then it's less thinking as I'm stitching. I can just follow the plan and zone out, which works for me. Okay, there. His little hands are there. That makes me feel better. Alright, let's start his leg down here. Oh, thanks, Jenna. Jenna says, coming in late, but the poofy coat looks good. Yeah, I think that blue turned out super duper nice. Oh, in your garage. Oh, that's a good idea, Sylvia. As long as it's like all... That's the other thing. Like, I feel like I was thinking as long as it's like cleaned up and stuff, that would not work in my garage. My garage is so, I guess, dusty and whatever, but that's the thing. Like, with the spray, even inside, I'd be kind of worried about stuff getting on it, but I don't know. People love it, so, there's something to it, I guess. Alright, I think think I'm going to travel up his leg and then get this arc here versus jumping. There, just like so. Helps keep the back a bit clean too. And I think before we finish his belly here, I'll get that other side of the leg. Oh, interesting. Gina says there's also a new product that's a powder that's fusible when ironed. She says she thinks it's by Alex Anderson. Huh. A powder. And then you iron it and it fuses. That sounds fascinating. Alright, we're going to get his leg quick, and then we'll get that one last stitch. One or two, maybe 2 stitches. And we still have quite a bit of thread left, so that's nice. We will keep going with, I'm going to just go up here again. I don't want it, that little jump. I'm getting picky. I can tell. It must be getting later. As it gets later, I get more picky about the stitches. Like I want to do like less jumps and stitches get smaller, and I just get a bit more finicky about it. Alright, so I'm getting the leg. So normally the leg would go all the way up here, but that's covered by his poofy coat, so the leg just stops right there. So there's a little bit of his belly there that's going to be the light green, but I'll wait to do that because we have his little spots here are light green too, and there's one up there. I don't know if we'll stitch that one. Maybe. But there's some little French knots on his tail, and that uses the light green as well, so I'll probably try and do that all at the same time. But I'm wondering if maybe doing the skates first. Again, getting ahead of myself, I think, a little bit. So I think I am going to make a leap here, though. I suppose I could, after I'm done with these 2 stitches, I could travel up here, go all the way up here, and then get this leg. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, do my normal back stitch here, but then I'm going to come up in that same hole of the stitch and do a forward stitch, so I end right here. And now I'm going to jump to right here, and since that jump kind of follows this line that I know I'll be stitching later, I think that'll be fine, because I think when I stitch all these stitches, I can just make sure that I'm stitching over this line a little bit, and I think we'll be okay, and I think it'll be hidden then too. That'll work. I might just have enough of this to get to the top of his leg too. Definitely not going to be able to get the whole tail done. But I think we can do that quick next. I think we're a bit farther than I thought we'd get tonight, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll weave in the ends after this leg, and then I'll finish up the tail outline with a new thread. Ugh, this is turning out just really sweet though. There we go. Little feet cut off. I do actually have I think I have enough for a few stitches. I'm going to go, this is the opposite direction than I was expecting to go on this tail, but I'm going to just start at the top. I think I can get I can get several stitches out of there yet. Might as well give it a go. Even though I'm still going to have to get a new piece of thread, so not really gaining much by using up this thread. I don't think I can even get to the end here. Yeah, I think we'll stop here. So I'm going to weave in that end, and then I'll get another green floss. Alright, what do we got here? That's pretty short. Here's my other one. This is a relaxing finish it Friday for me. It's fun to work on something just chill, like embroidery, but that's still like fun and silly and cute. Makes me happy. Alright. I do my weaving back 3 times. Alright, we're ready. Let's finish up this tail. We might have time to maybe get his belly done in these French knots, but maybe not. But this is great. Got far on this, so I think based on where we're at now, I think we can definitely get this done in one more sitting. Like these won't take that long, even with doing like little pom-poms on the like the turkey stitch, the little turkey stitching, turkey work stitching, doing little pom-poms on his ice skates. Even with doing that, I don't think this will take a long time, because I wouldn't do it as big as this. They'd be like, you know, maybe this big, and we'd cut them a whole lot shorter. So I think it'd really be like almost like maybe 4 stitches worth for turkey work. Not even, maybe. Yeah, maybe 2 rows. 2 rows of 2 probably is all it would be. So they'd be real little pom-poms, and we'd cut them pretty short. I think that'd be cute. But anyway, what I'm saying is I think it'll go pretty quick. So there'll probably be time to do with like one more sitting on this. Don't know when that'll be, but like one more sitting on this, and then spraying it with a little bit of water, or dabbing some water on, just to get the water soluble marker off, and it's a done embroidery. I still think this would be really cute, like stitched onto like a little kid's t-shirt or something. It'd be so sweet. I should maybe just draw this up and stick it on a t-shirt. That'd be fun. Oh, what was the first video named for this Tyranno kit? It was probably called Tyranno Dress Up. you know what? Maybe I haven't put this in a group yet. So this is only the third video of this. So and they are pretty recent. So if you're in my YouTube and do a search for Tyranno Dress Up, I'm sure there's just 3 videos that will pop up for that. Really only 2, and then the one and this one. But yeah, I gotta do a little bit of YouTube organizing tonight, so I will get that together. Get that embroidery, like a playlist together for it. Oh yeah, the kid's sweatshirt, that would be so cute. I might putz around with that. That would be pretty fun. Little kid's sweatshirt with this guy on. I always have the, like, I wonder, like, it'd probably be cuter if I just colored him in or something. Or would you want it on a sweatshirt? Like, if you're thinking about this for for a kid's shirt, would it be on, like, a sweatshirt but still look like embroidery? Or would we color the whole thing in? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm going to just stitch these quick. I know we're just about done here, but I'm going ahead and I'm going to do the light green too. Just get it all done. So we might stay a few more minutes just so I can stitch like these 6 stitches that'll be here and a couple little French knots on his butt. And then for real, all we have left are those little ice skates. And that'll be just short and sweet one of these days. So this is just a slightly lighter color, lighter green. There we are. It's probably not even 6 stitches, it's like 4 stitches on his belly. It really is, it would be a lot more if I didn't have his coat on. But his coat's on, covering a lot of where this color would go. Oh, Linda says she has a hard time finding me live on YouTube. Well, for one, if you subscribe to the YouTube, well, first of all, it's Penguin and Fish Movies. So if you literally if you go to youtube.com and type in Penguin and Fish, you'll probably see my little like fishy logo icon, or some of my videos will pop up. Click any one of those, or click Penguin and Fish on any of those, like the word Penguin and Fish, and you should be able to get to my page. And then after you're there, if I'm live, it should just be showing me live there. And let's see, we'll go down here. And then the other way that I think is probably an easier way, but you don't have to do this if you don't want, but it's subscribing and then clicking that bell. So if you guys are on YouTube, if you click that bell, so the red subscribe button, and then right next to it, or after that happens, a bell will appear. If you click that bell, you'll get emailed when I'm live. So, well, first of all, I'm live at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So that's when I'm live. So that should make that easy. But you'll get an email notification with like the link to the current live video. So that was a really spaced out way of saying it. So it's Penguin and Fish Movies is the actual YouTube channel, but if you do a search for Penguin and Fish, it will come up, or something of mine will come up. And then just being there around 8:30, you'll see me, or see me live, or click the subscribe, then that bell to follow. He has his nose is stitched already. We got his itty bitty nose. Gina's asking about the nose. Yep, the coat should cover the belly. You're right, Sylvia. So his belly's warm. Should probably have some pants on though. I bet you his legs are cold. Alright. There, that's it for the belly. I'm going to weave that in, and then... Actually, you know what? I'm going to get real lazy here. Instead of weaving it in, I'm going to just travel, since I have enough floss here, a ton of floss, I'm going to just travel up the back of his coat here to the other side of the body and do those French knots. There we go. So this is totally legitimate, going like this. So instead of making a big jump, I just did basically a big jump but behind all the stitches. Okay, so I am going to just do these little Frenchy knots. Oh, okay, so Jenna says that if you're subscribed, so if you're on YouTube and you click the subscribe button, the live video should show up on the homepage when you're on too. Okay, so great. So if you just arrive at YouTube at 8:30 Central Time, or 8:31, I usually am right on at 8:30, but then I will be on your just main YouTube page somewhere. All right, Frenchy knots. There we go. Get all these little guys on his back. There is one hiding up here, but I don't know. I think it might look weird if I just do one. I mean, there's really French knots going all the way up his back to like right here, right? So I think I'm just gonna stick to these ones on the tail. We'll leave that one on his neck. Maybe he got that one removed. He was self-conscious about that one that's his little dot above his collar there. They're cute on the tail. All right, 3 more, and then that's it. So we will have his whole body done. We just need his little ice skates. We made a lot of progress on this tonight. And just another reminder, since we're almost done here, check out that new Koala quilt page. So if you just go to penguinandfish.com, in the top navigation, there'll be a Koala quilt link. It'll just say Koala quilt auction. Head over to there for more info on the quilts, and there will be more info going up there soon too, and we'll be sending out a whole pile of emails about it, about the Koala auction and some of the other things that we'll have going on with it. So stay tuned for that, and there's a little sneak peek of the quilt on there. We'll be showing some more quilt pictures later too. And the cute little video of all of the donated koalas that you guys stitched. That's over there now too. All right, let's plop my needle there. Snip this, and we are good for the night. Oh, maybe I should put the needle on this side. There we go. All right, he's got a coat. He's got a tail. Just needs some ice skates there. But he's looking awfully cute. I think that blue jacket turned out just right, and I love his little orange zipper. He's styling. Okay, you guys. All right. So thank you guys again for stitching with me this Finish It Friday. And yeah, we will... Oh, this is part of the deal with the Koala quilt too. Because the Koala quilt is going to be happening, the auction is going to start on the 16th. And that's our normal time that we stitch the embroidery of the month. We'll instead be stitching the Koala quilt label onto the quilt. So we'll get to see the quilt again. We'll get to finally finish it 100%. We'll get with that label getting on there. So instead, on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, we are going to start the embroidery of the month. And I don't know if I have that here anymore. Oh yeah, so the embroidery of the month is that letter to Santa embroidery. awfully cute. So this guy we will start stitching on Wednesday next week. So it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we will not finish that in just three hours. It's more of like a 5-6 hour project, I think. So I'm actually going to do a Saturday stitch along, not tomorrow, but next week. So we will do just to finish up the letter to Santa. So again, we are starting the embroidery of the month on Wednesday next week. We'll do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then also Saturday. We'll send an email out about that, but it'll be Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time. So little change in schedule. There'll probably be more mini changes in the schedule throughout the whole holiday season coming up here. So there you go. So keep an eye on the emails for the schedule and what's going on. So thanks again, you guys. Thanks for checking out all that stuff, and have a fabulous weekend. Good night.